Let's go to, let's close our login view, select our profile view, Command N, Cocoa Touch class, next, and this is going to be called Edit Profile, View Controller. Click Next, click Create, and I'm going to start by removing this comment boilerplate code, and on top we are going to do our connections. So let's go to our main storyboard, select our edit profile, go to the class and put the class that controls this to be edit profile. Once we've done this, we can open our assistant editor, close the side panels, and now we can do our connections. So on top, I'm going to first put mark IP outlets, and we're going to have three things here: our name text field, then our surname text field, and our address text field. Okay, let's get rid of the empty lines. I'm putting another mark here, IP actions, and we're going to have two. One is the save button, so we say save bar button pressed, and we will have our logout, so we just say log out button pressed. All right, and that's it for our connections. I can close the side panel now, our assistant editor, and let's just put some extra space to be able to work. And I'm going to put another mark here, call this view life cycle. Okay, so we are going to start by importing our JG Progress HUD, because we need a way to show information to our user. And as you know, with our JG Progress HUD, we are going to create a variable of our JG Progress HUD. So let's say mark vars and let HUD is equals to JG Progress HUD, and the style is going to be dark. And so we have our view_did_load function, and then we have our IB actions. So what we need to do is, whenever our user clicks on a save button, let me just go to our main storyboard here. So once we come here, whenever our user clicks on the save button, we want to make sure that there is some information in our text fields. Otherwise, there is nothing to save. But before we allow our user to type something, we want to grab all the information about our current user and input the data here, so that our user can see what information is already in the system. And in case he wants to change something, he is going to make adjustment to a specific item here. So for this, we are going to load the user information whenever our view is loaded. So let me put a mark here, call this update UI, and we're going to have a private func here that is going to load user info. So this function we will call in our view_did_load, because every time we load, we want to load the user information. And before we can load the user information, we want to make sure that we have a current user. So we say if muser.current user, not the ID, is not equals to nil, it means we have a current user. And I can say let current user is equals to muser.current user, and I can unwrap this because we just checked that it's not nil here. And now, using my current user variable, I can say name text field dot text is equals to current user dot first name, Then we say surname text field dot text is equals to current user dot last name, and address text field dot text is equals to current user dot full address. So this will automatically load the information about our current user. So let's go to our profile view, and here we are going to call this function that is going to segue from our profile view into our edit profile view.